Welcome to the channel. Today we meet the Reolink Home Hub Pro, the beefed up Wi-Fi 6 security center that Reolink just launched. Think of it as a souped up successor to the Reolink first Home Hub. If the old Home Hub was a reliable hatchback, this Pro version is the new sports car in the lineup. It packs a built-in 2TB hard drive for local storage and can manage up to 24 cameras simultaneously. In this video, we'll unbox it, go over its features, show you how to set it up, including Home Assistant integration, put it through some tests, then wrap up as to whether it's worth your money. So let's dive on in. In the box, you'll find the Home Hub Pro itself, a 12-volt 2-amp power adapter, an Ethernet cable to allow you to connect your Home Hub Pro to your router, and some mounting hardware. The hub is larger than the original Home Hub, which was 95mm wide, 95mm deep, and 161mm tall. The Home Hub Pro measures in at 185mm deep, 133mm wide, and 222mm tall, and comes in at 1096 grams, including the 2TB hard drive, which is replaceable, so this weight might go up for a larger capacity drive. So basically, you're going to notice the difference, but that's thanks to having a physical hard drive. On the front is a status LED and a power button. Around the back, there's a 12-volt DC input for that adapter, HDMI, and 2 USB ports. Now, Reolink doesn't indicate if these are USB 3, but they don't have the inner blue tab and are not indicated as USB 3. So it's safe to assume that these are USB 2, so limited to 480 megabits per second, which is fine for what they're used for. You also get dual Ethernet jacks, one of which can be used to connect your WAN connection to your router. And then there is a microSD card slot that is rated to 128 gigabytes of storage. And to the right of this is a small reset pinhole. Below this is a magnetically attached cover plate that when removed exposes a quick release drawer for the provided 2TB Toshiba hard drive. Just note that you will need to use the provided screws to mount your hard drive into the tray, and that the screws are provided but the screwdriver is not. All told, it's a solid kit with everything you need to get started. So what can the Home Hub Pro do? Pretty much everything you want from a local NVR. First off, storage. It has a built-in interchangeable 2TB SATA drive. That's right, no extra cost or subscriptions. 2TB not enough? No problem. You can expand it up to a massive 16TB if needed. It might have been a better choice to install a 3.5-inch drive instead of the 5.25-inch drive that would allow for a smaller footprint of the hub itself. But still, it's a great feature and provides a cheap local storage and avoids costly and unpotential secure cloud storage or dependency on the internet. In contrast, the original Home Hub only had 64 gigabytes via microSD on board, although you could expand this up to 1 terabyte through using the two 512 gigabyte microSD slots. And although they are getting cheaper, terabyte by dollar, they are still more expensive than hard disk drives. Next, camera support. The Pro handles up to 24 Reolink cameras, which can be wired or wireless, including up to 12 PoE wired cameras at once. This triples the original Hub's 8 camera limit, so you can really scale out your security coverage. It even streams up to 16 megapixel videos and supports dual band Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi 6 for super fast lag-free connection. On top of that, the Hub Pro brings network convenience. It has 2 RJ45 ports, one for LAN, which is your router, and one for connecting for wired cameras or PoE switches, whereas the old Hub only had a single WAN port. Unfortunately, the 2 RJ45 ports are limited to 10/100 megabits per second, and you can't use link aggregation to boost the speed, nor can you use them for failover mode, so to switch between if one fails. You can only use them for that router connection or for the LAN connected cameras. The Hub also includes a built-in 120 decibel siren that's loud enough so that if exposed to sounds at that level, even for a short period of time, can cause immediate and permanent damage, including eardrum rupture, so don't go testing this at home unless a genuine emergency. Oh, and you can even customize it so you can have alarm ringtones whenever a camera detects something. And for local viewing, there's even a HDMI output, and also USB features that the original hub didn't even have, so you can plug in your monitor or a USB backup drive. Everything is encrypted locally with AES 128-bit encryption on storage, and all recordings stay on your network. No cloud fees, no privacy worries. So in short, the Hub Pro is a fully featured security center. It has Wi-Fi 6 ready, encrypted local storage with no fees, up to 24 cameras, up to 16 megapixel streaming, and those handy alarms and time-elapse features just to round off the feature set. It brings high-end NVR capabilities to any Reolink camera system. Installing the Home Hub Pro is pretty straightforward. First, connect the hardware by plugging in the hub into the provided power adapter, then plug in the included Ethernet cable from the hub's WAN port to your router. You must use the wired connection initially. The hub cannot be set up wirelessly. Next, I'll assume that you have downloaded and created an account on the Reolink app. Open the Reolink mobile app on your phone and follow the prompts. Now, my old Home Hub is still showing up, but we'll ignore it. Select your Home Hub Pro. If this is the first time you're using your Home Hub Pro, it will start initializing. Use admin as the username or provide your own. Enter in a password and confirm. Just remember to read the password requirements below and make sure that your password meets these. Now you have a special option for illegal login lockout that locks out a user for 3 minutes on illegal entry of password. I'd recommend leaving this ticked for extra security. Next, press enter. Now press next. Enter a name for your device and press next. You'll be asked if you wish to format the hard disk on your Home Hub Pro. If this is the first time of use, leave ticked and press next. An additional warning will pop up about formatting the disk. Press confirm. The initialization will complete and you'll be given the option to save a QR code link to your Home Hub Pro to your mobile album. I'd recommend leaving this ticked, even if you are not planning on using this feature. Now press next. You'll be given the option to set an encryption code for your recordings. This must be a code between 8 and 63 characters. And you can also associate a hint, as once encrypted you will not be able to unencrypt without the key. Alternatively, press skip and you're ready to go. Reolink is Home Assistant Platinum quality company, and it shows. The integration into Home Assistant is nothing short of amazing, and definitely the simplest of any camera system on the market. Navigate to Settings, Devices and Services. If you're upgrading from a Home Hub, your new Home Hub Pro should already have been discovered. Simply press Add, enter your username and password, and press Submit. Now give it an area and press Finish, and your Home Hub Pro has now been integrated into Home Assistant. I'll be adding a Reolink Atlas 3 Ultra to my new Home Hub Pro. I'll be setting up on my mobile as it's the easiest option and uses the QR code. Press the plus icon in the top right hand corner. Press Add Device. The app will go into its camera and look for a QR code. Scan the QR code on top of the camera. The app will ask you if you wish to connect the camera to the Home Hub. Press Confirm. Confirm that the camera will be on the same LAN. The app will ask you to power on the device, which I always found interesting as you would naturally have done this already. But if not, now's the time to do so. Press Next. The app will ask you to reset your device until you hear the voice prompt. As this was my first time of using this camera, I simply ticked the box that acknowledged I'd heard the voice and press Next. Make sure your camera is within range of your Home Hub Pro. Now follow the instructions on screen. Press Scan Now and point the camera at the QR code that will appear on the screen, remembering to be 25 to 30 centimeters away. When you hear the beep, tick the box and press Next. The app will confirm the device is connected to the hub. Tick the box to confirm and press Next. The device will now initialize. Name your device and press Next. You'll be presented with instructions on things to avoid. Just press Next. And finally, you can save a QR code to share your camera. I'd recommend ticking the box even if you don't intend to use this feature and press Done. And that's it. You're all done. You should now see your camera below the Home Hub and it's ready to use. Now, a few caveats about this process. Firstly, there is no way that I have found to migrate cameras between the Home Hub and the Home Hub Pro. As such, I recommend disconnecting the cameras from your Home Hub before repairing them to your Home Hub Pro. And next, if you have recordings on your Home Hub, then there is no way of migrating these recordings to your Home Hub Pro. So the best course of action is to extract these from your Home Hub by using the desktop app before decommissioning your hub. So what's the verdict on the Reolink Home Hub Pro? In short, it's an impressive evolution over the Home Hub, with its massive 2TB drive, which translates to no subscriptions, support for 24 cameras, Wi-Fi 6 and extra goodies like a siren and HDMI output. It really steps up the game. It's good for anybody running a larger Reolink system who wants everything centralized and local. Is it perfect? Well, no. There are a few nitpicks. It only has 100 megabit per second Ethernet ports and no gigabit, which is surprising. But considering what this will be used for, it should not impact the performance of the unit. Also, it's a chunky unit, and it's a lot larger than the original Home Hub, but you are getting a lot of features packed into this larger unit. The lack of migration from the Home Hub to the Pro is also not great, and Reolink should really consider this and develop a migration process, but it's not a deal breaker. In short, if you need a robust all-in-one solution for your Reolink cameras, and especially if you use Home Assistant, then the Home Hub Pro is a no-brainer. You get peace of mind with locally encrypted storage and easy integration into Home Assistant. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then hit that like button, comment and share. And if you want to have access to similar material, then subscribe or maybe become a channel member and get early access to material plus other perks. And if you want to join other like-minded people, then why not join the Discord channel, where smart home enthusiasts meet to solve each other's issues. And if I've helped you with a purchasing decision, then maybe a super thanks or PayPal donation. It's really appreciated. Until the next one.